My childhood bedroom had always smelled like lavender and wood polish. That day, it reeked of bleach. I hadn't been home in over a year. College kept me busy. Life kept me moving. But something about winter break made me nostalgic. I wanted to sleep in the bed I used to dream in, touch the trophies still gathering dust, see what they'd done with my old bookshelf. But when I asked, "Don't go in there," my mom said, too quickly. "It's just storage now," my dad added. He wouldn't meet my eyes. I should have left it. Should have smiled, nodded, gone back to the guest room like a good, oblivious daughter. But something was off. My mother's hand trembled when she handed me tea. My father kept locking the back door twice. And I noticed they always walked around that room, never past it. That night, they went to bed early. Too early. I waited 30 minutes, then stepped into the hallway. My socks didn't even make a sound. The door to my old room was locked. That was new. I picked it open with a bobby pin. Old habit, old skill, picked up from the same man who taught me to never trust blindly. Funny. I opened the door, and for a moment my mind couldn't process what I saw. The posters were gone. So were the curtains, the bed, the dresser. In their place, a metal folding chair, a stained mattress, and a chain bolted to the floor. No windows, just a single bulb swinging from the ceiling like a noose. 5 minutes later, I called 911. 2 officers arrived. They took one look and called in backup. A detective asked if I had any idea. I said no, but I was already rewinding memory. I was 7 when I first noticed my dad locked the basement after 8 p.m. 11 when I saw him yank a box out of my mother's hands and whisper something that made her cry. 17 when I found blood on the laundry floor and was told it was just meat juice from the trash. I wanted to believe them. I needed to. But that room shattered every excuse they'd ever fed me. They were arrested that night. They didn't resist. My mother kept asking if I'd eaten. My father just stared at me like I'd pulled a trigger. In a way, I had. The investigation moved fast, too fast, because there were fingerprints, hair samples, DNA. The room hadn't been empty long. The forensic team said it had been cleaned recently. Poorly. Then came the files, photos, logs, a burner phone hidden in my dad's old toolbox, conversations, transactions, descriptions. They trafficked people, girls, mostly teens, some older, some younger. They used my old room as a holding place before transfers. My trophies were packed in the garage beside zip ties and sedatives. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I became still. The kind of still that knows screaming won't change anything, but calculation might. They made one mistake. They kept records. Because my father, the ex-accountant, was too arrogant not to. He tracked everything. Dates, payments, locations. He thought he was being smart. So I took his spreadsheets, copied every one. And when the lawyers tried to cut a deal, I leaked them anonymously. To journalists, to victims' rights groups, to anyone who'd listen. I didn't care about the trial. I cared about the pattern. They called me to testify. I walked into the courtroom in my college sweatshirt. My mom wouldn't look at me. My dad smiled, like he still had a chance. I sat down, swore an oath, and burned every bridge with one sentence. My parents are not who they pretend to be, and I have proof. The fallout was nuclear. Every account frozen. Every asset seized. The house forfeited. I watched it crumble from the outside as investigators marked the walls. Someone spray-painted "Monsters live here" across the garage. I didn't stop them. The victims started coming forward. 16 women, 2 boys, one girl who used to go to my school. She said she remembered the lavender smell. Said she screamed once, and my mom brought her water, but no help. That girl didn't look at me with hate. She looked at me like she needed me to never stop. So I didn't. I started a foundation, small, quiet, funded by liquidating everything my parents ever owned. Their blood money became healing money. Shelters, legal aid, therapy. I gave the victims back time. Do I feel guilty? Sometimes. But not for turning them in. For not seeing it sooner. For being raised in a house built on nightmares and calling it love. People ask me what I remember most. It's not the room. It's not the trial. It's my dad's eyes when the judge said, "Life without parole." He looked at me like I betrayed him, like I was the villain. But he taught me something once. Always follow the numbers. They never lie. He was right, and they led me straight to justice. So no, I don't regret opening that door. I